that we brought our winter coats. It's freezing. I think it's like 37.
Do I need to find a price on that? That's a shelf. Yeah.
Do you?
I haven't been up there in months.
For those of you who collect marbles, this booth has some. I think this is weird. Oh my gosh. I wonder if Al Smith was.
As you know, I get monthly massages because of the terrible knots in my neck. I'm one of those people who have the hardest time keeping their shoulders relaxed. If I get stressed or I'm in the middle of a project concentrating, I hold them clear up to my ears. I don't know why. I think it's a habit. Pain from the knots on this side now has traveled into my ears sometimes. I get a really bad tension headache up the back of my head. And I made an investment in the coolest neck massaging pillow that I have been using daily between massages. It has EMS that makes your muscles relax, vibration that releases the knots, and it holds your neck at a 26-degree angle, so it decompresses your spine. It also has heat that opens up the blood vessels. It feels fantastic. Oh, and it has a remote, so you can change the settings and not have to get up. I use this 15 minutes a day, and it gives me time to like deep breathe and work on relaxing and releasing the tension. This is probably one of my favorite routines of the day. So if you're like me and hold all of your tension in your neck and shoulders, tap this link because it is now 50% off. Plus my code is good for another 22% off, which is almost 72% off. Tap this link here. Thank me later. I know you will love this.
When you first start using it, the first thing I noticed was the tension in my neck was so much less. I still had this headache. Then after about a week or so, this headache started going away. It's all from tension. It runs from my shoulder. It's always on this side, even into my ear sometimes. And we went to Seattle, came home sick. So for about a week, I didn't use it. I woke up. I felt so bad. I kept telling Deb, oh my gosh, I'm about to scream. She said, you haven't used that for a while. So I laid down on the floor, set a timer for 15 minutes. I absolutely cannot believe the difference. I felt so much better. So if you have that issue, tension, headaches, knots in your neck, it's worth a try. We have a little birthday party for Jack. And then, we're going to come home and start working on this house. So our house cleaner has not been here since when?
It feels like 2005.
In all reality, it's probably been
3 months.
They started the end of January, and she probably came the beginning to mid-January. So obviously we've kept up, but with construction, it's pointless, basically. There is no way that she can do all of this in one session. And we have her once a month. So basically, she does the bathrooms, the kitchen, and does the floors. And she does. But the dusting that has to happen, we have to do. It's just bad from the construction. So we're going to start by doing all the chandeliers. I'm going to do that. I got some spray to spray on them. So I'm going to go around and do all that, do the cobwebs. And we want to get this all done because we have so many projects coming up. I told you that I started my list. If you missed it, I create a spring list and a fall list every single year. And it is what we want to get done. And it really helps my brain stop from ruminating Because what the example I used the other day is what I do is walk through the house and I go, oh shoot, I wanted to change out that picture. Oh, I wanted to change out that pillow from fall or whatever. And then I wanted to touch up that wall over there, the paint. And nothing gets done. I just walk around and say all that in my mind. And so when I write it on a list, I can go over to that list and say, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this today. So I want to start working on my list, which includes wallpapering upstairs, lots of things. And I don't know about you, but for me, I have to have a clean house or at least a really picked up house and put together before I can do something like wallpaper. I don't know why. I've always been like that. My very first house, I remember wanting to do my little crafts and paint my shelves and stuff like that. But I always thought, as soon as this house is all picked up, then I can do it. There's probably some type of a diagnosis with that, which in fact, I have to ask you this. I saw this video of someone saying that there are people in this world who don't think conversations. Like they don't have conversations in their mind. Hold on. And what I mean by that is when I walk around, I actually say that. Oh, I want it in my head. Oh, shoot, I wanted to do that. Oh, I'll grab that the next time I'm in the kitchen. Oh, some people don't think the actual words. Like they know that they want to do it, but they don't actually speak the words in their mind. If I would actually speak what's going on in my mind, the words that's going on in my mind, my mouth would never be closed. My brain goes so fast and talks so much that I tire myself. You guys need this shirt. This is probably the best quality shirt that I have gotten in a long time. It's a lightweight sweater that is really stretchy and really nice. And then the flag is, I don't know what it is. It's almost like it's crocheted in the sweater. It's not attached on it. It's like crocheted in it, but it is really nice. Construction is pretty much over. We have a few small things that the guys have to do yet that won't require a lot of dust. So our house cleaner comes Thursday. So we're going to get a head start on the chandeliers and the dusting, like the not the everyday dusting or not the every month dusting or every week dusting, whatever. We're going to do the deep stuff so she doesn't have to do it because there's just no way. But I found this, which is a chandelier cleaner. You just spray it and let it drip. It's ammonia free. So I'm going to do this. I've used it on a couple just to try it out, and it works really well. So I'm just going to, let me turn the camera around. I'll show you. I'm just putting a beach towel down here. This is one of the grandkids. And I'm going to spray this. Just like this. And then you let it drip dry. But what I did before is spray it, and then I kind of just dabbed the drips off of the chandelier so I could move on. and then I just let all of it drip dry. So let me show you. So this is what I'm talking about. I just kind of went around on the other ones that I did and got the drips off so I could move on. And I wiped the bulbs off just because you will notice a huge difference if you are cleaning your lights like this. If you wipe off your bulbs, they are so bright and look so pretty. So I'm going to let all of that kind of drip dry, but I am wiping these off. And we just hung this, or just had this hung. Was I drunk? What in the world? I am like, I swear I pay a lot of attention when it comes to putting these on. I make sure everything is exactly where they're supposed to be. Who did this? I mean, honestly, this one has 2, this one has 3, 3, 3, and none. Now, I would never have done that. I'm very confused. Also, when I go to flea markets and I see crystals for $1, I always pick them up. And I found 15 of them yesterday. So I think I'm going to add to this because this is very sparse. I added a few more on each arm. I'm still short. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, probably 15 on this one. But like I said, anytime I see them for $1 or less, I always buy them. I put them in my stash. And then like this one, I knew I was going to add them to here because of how sparse it was, but it looks so much better. Let's see what Mrs. Elmer Jackson was doing 90 years ago today, May 3rd, 1936. It was on a Sunday. It was Flower Day. We worked all day. I went about 10 o'clock to Mrs. Ray's and got 8 pom-pom dahlias, 8 for the folks, and also went to town and got paper and 10 gallons of gas. Elmer cleaned the big hen house, hauled straw, and 2 loads of hay. I planted 23 dahlias, a row of nasturtiums, I think that's how you say it, zinnias, and gladiolus. Elmer's Aunt Margaret stopped her husband and also her mother in the new gunmetal Pontiac. Also Ketchum and D. Wells. Expenses were flowers $2, gas $2, paper 10 cents, Coke and sandwich 25 cents for a total of $4.35.